Wondering and pondering. Welcome to Villar de Mazarife. It is on the alternate route heading to Santiago. Along the Camino there are various winding alternate routes that you can take, and this one goes a little more off track. This is a little village, not particularly large or well equipped or beautiful. It's in the middle of a bunch of paddocks, dirt paddocks, but this hostel, this albergue here is incredible. When we arrived on day 21, after hacking our way through dirt, we've exchanged wheat fields for dirt fields, so scenery isn't getting much better at the moment. But yes, when we arrived, it was just a little piece of heaven. Beautifully manicured grass, flower beds, another swimming pool, and at the end of a very toasty day, it was heavenly to be able to jump into that. Yeah, so the weather is cooking. I'm already beating sweat. I've got my headband on because it's so warm, so toasty, and I'm a little anxious about starting the day because it's late. It's really late. I've had to tie up a few loose ends this morning. Had to wish my dad a happy birthday back in Australia before it got too late over there. And do some more video editing and packing up, and had to do a little bit of washing as well. So by the time I actually get started on the day, it will be hot. Thankfully I've got nice long legs that hopefully should be able to get me through to Astorga tonight, which is another relatively large city, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that the terrain will improve slightly. Anything. Some trees would be nice. But on day 21 I was left for most of the time in my own head. I've been surprised at how little I've had the opportunity to have time alone, which has been great. I've loved the company of these pilgrims so much, so it's fantastic to be able to pick their brains from different countries, from different cultures, and really absorb a different vibe than I have on my previous long distance trails. But yesterday, to have the whole day in my own headspace was fantastic, and a lot of existential quandaries were rattling around in there, usually reserved for the bottom of too many beer glasses. And it's important to have those moments because if not, you can often get lost in the wash. But it was good to reflect on the journey, on what to do next, and that's something that happens far too little to far too many people. So I'm happy that my headspace is cleared out, because I know a lot of people are going through a lot of different things on the Camino. A lot of people are walking, family, for health, to get their head straight, and I am one of them. Lots of questions yesterday about what to do next, whether or not to go back to Australia, whether or not to keep travelling, whether or not to keep doing long distance trails, whether or not families are on the cards, all that sort of stuff that is just too much unless you have a lot of headspace, a lot of clear headspace to be able to walk in. And for the record, I've got no idea. I don't know what I'm going to do next, but I've still got another 2-ish weeks before I get to Santiago. So, plenty more pondering to be done. We'll talk to you at the end of tomorrow. Today, actually. It's already day 22. Catch ya.